I know you're never really happy with the Fed, so to speak, but are you more net happy with the taper in place now?
Well, yeah, but it's so little and so late. You know, they're going to still buy $900 billion. That's the rate they're buying. So in some ways, it's a little bit schizophrenic. They say they're going to taper, which means they have to buy less, and people can interpret that as tightening. But then the Fed says, well, we're going to guarantee that interest rates won't rise. Well, how do you keep interest rates from rising? You have to buy stuff. They'll buy short term, but they're still in the business of manipulating the most important price in the economy, and that is the price of money, the interest rates. So as long as they do that, you're going to have gross distortions, and you'll have days like yesterday where, the market goes up 300 points and Wall Street's jubilant. At the same time, today we hear that the people applying for unemployment went up about 40,000 more than anticipated. Right. So there's still structural problems in the economy, and it's all related to monetary policy and, of course, excessive spending and regulations by our Congress as well.
Do you think 2014 will be the year of inflation or not?
Well, I think we're in the year of inflation. Nothing could be more inflationary than quadrupling the monetary base. And a lot of people say, oh, no, but we only go by the CPI. Well, first thing is CPI is not reliable, but even if you did, you have horrendous inflation. Yesterday you saw inflation. What the Fed doesn't have control. What the Fed doesn't have control of, they can create money, and they want general prices to go up, but they can't control it, so the money went into the stock market. That's inflation. They buy bonds. That's inflation. We mess around with government medicine, and we pump up all the prices and the cost in medicine. That's inflation. We pump money into education. Those prices go up. Because Austrian economists argue that inflation is increasing the money supply, and you can't predict where it will go. But there's always a distortion. It goes into debt. Debt is inflated. Look at what the government does on inflation. Just because they tell the people, and people believe it, and for that reason it has a market effect, that the CPI doesn't go up, so everybody say, well, it's great. As a matter of fact, they made that same argument in the 1920s. They said, well, prices aren't going up, so there's no distortions. So we have a lot of distortions that will be ironed out in time.